Hi, this is Danielle with Rallybound, and this is going to be a quick video that reviews donation options that you may or may not have known we have available. The first I'm going to review is on our donation form. Now, this is our new donation form. It was released at the tail end of 2018. It's a different view from this older donation form, which was broken out into different sections and did not display the credit card information until you selected the card type. So in our test, we show that this has a better flow, it results in improved conversion, and is more readily accessible regardless of device type. Apart from that, regardless of what donation form you have, there are certain things that you can do. As an admin, when you hit Enable Editing, you can change these amounts. If you want to play with the amount, see if maybe making a 30, 60, 90 has a better conversion than a 25, 50, 75. Completely up to you to change the amount and the order of the amounts. The second few things is we've got monthly recurring donations. So if you want to turn these onto your platform, dependent upon your payment processor, you may be able to do this while you're setting the payment processor up. If you're not able to, please reach out to our help desk and we will gladly give you advice and direction. The third is the currency type. So we have USD as default. If you have other currencies, please let us know. Again, it may be dependent upon your payment processor, but we absolutely support additional currency types. I'm going to get to the charge and the processing fee in just a second, but first I'm going to come down to the donation settings. If you want to have the first and the last name broken out into different fields, just let us know. It's a simple change that would need to be made by our help desk, and you can have a first and a last. As it's designed, the name is set up to capture it as it appears on the credit card, which doesn't necessarily have a first and a last, sometimes a middle initial, sometimes a middle name. And so that's the reason why it exists as one field. Now I'm going to go into the campaign admin under settings and campaign settings. There is a section called donation options that you can turn different options on. You can allow for donors to enter a donation message with their donation. These will either show up on the page for standalone pages or on the fundraisers page. You can choose whether or not donors can keep their donation amount or their name anonymous. If they can enter a different name for display purposes. An example is I'm making a donation for my husband. I want his name to appear, but it's under my credit card. And this is a really cool feature that we just released in Q1 of 2019. It is to allow donors to identify their donation as a company donation. Now, previously, when an administrative staff was adding a donation, they can make a donation as a company donation, but there was not a way to do it on the front end, and now there is. So I'm going to quickly save that option, and I'm going to refresh my screen. Now I can see this option that says this is a company donation, and so once I check the box, I would be able to enter the name of the company and have that donation associated as a company donation. If you're connected to Salesforce, this will actually create a company account if you have that configuration set up, which is in the Salesforce integration options, instead of a household account. Moving on, you can request the donor's phone number, and then you can require the donor's phone number. So if you want to capture more data, and even if you want to mandate that they give it to you, so that way you can reach out to them, those are two options you can turn on. Under the include processing fees, this piece right here where it says give option to donor to pay for fees, if you check this box, it's going to cover the Rallybound transaction fee. So I'm just going to use the example 3.5%. If that was the Rallybound transaction fee, if I had a platform account and I checked this box, then automatically when I put in an amount, it's going to add the 3.5%. If you want to include your credit card processing percentage on top of that, then you would want to put in whatever the credit card processing percentage is, which is generally a percentage plus a flat fee. And so if I wanted it to be 2.1% plus 30 cents flat, I could enter these in. And now when I go back to the front end of my site, the $50 is going to have both the Rallybound transaction fee as well as the credit card processing transaction fee, which wasn't a huge difference there with the 30 cents, but you get the idea. Finally, two other options we have. Hide the choose recipient section on the donation page, which is right here, if you don't want, actually it wouldn't be right here, it would be on one of the donation pages for a campaign. If you do not want for donors to have the option of a donation being allocated to a fundraiser or a team or the general fund, instead you just want to accept donations to the general fund, then you can check that box and it can be hidden. And then finally, the enable monthly recurring payments. So this is a box you can check to turn it on, but again, that's dependent upon your payment processor. And so make sure that your payment processor supports it, and always run test donation through just to confirm everything is coming correctly. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our help desk, and best of luck.